A wooden bridge over a small stream is all that separates South Sudan from Uganda here at Busia. But for those who make the crossing, it may as well be worlds away from the horrors that lie behind. The spot marks the end of a perilous journey for thousands of South Sudanese who've been fleeing brutal attacks on civilians. Children make up a large proportion of those fleeing the war, as parents, relatives and guardians urgently try to get them to safety.
First of all, we want to hurry up with the women because they are helpless. At least sometimes we can run. What about the women? Plus kids like this, twins of that kind. Can you manage to run? You can't.
The trauma is written all over the faces of the stunned, disorientated children. The lucky ones arrive with piles of clothing and mattresses. Others were forced to flee with nothing. At the Berijangu border, exhausted families arrive after taking an alternative route through neighbouring DRC. Joyce Apayi walked for 9 days with her 3 children, as well as 2 young girls separated from their parents. Like too many of the others who arrive, they're haunted by atrocities witnessed along the way. New arrivals gather at the transit centre where women attempt to feed the hungry and exhausted children with what little they have. Hundreds of people have only hot tents for shelter as they wait to be moved to collection points and onto various settlements. The toll that the journey has taken is plain to see.
Most of them look so tired because of walking so long distances. I think probably because there is no good feeding in the bushes when they were coming. They look malnourished when they come here. They're weak and the legs are swollen.
New arrivals are transported by bus to Kaluba collection point, where refugee status is verified before they're registered and processed. White wristbands for unaccompanied minors, yellow for the acutely malnourished. Moses Remo fled from Imei after his brother was killed and managed to escape with his family as well as his brother's 3 children. The grueling and dangerous journey was made mostly on foot.
On the way we were eating okra leaves. These are the things that made these children suffer these 2 days. Some of them is not having enough power for moving. That is why I will carry them on a wheel of bicycle and push them.
Belongings are piled into trucks as the families queue for a seat on the buses that will deliver them to their new lives in exile. For parents and guardians, the worst is over. Their children's lives are safe, and some grasp the chance to finally get some rest. But not everyone can sleep. Excitement builds as the new arrivals catch their first glimpse of the Imei refugee settlement and their fellow countrymen. At the reception centre, medical teams administer vaccinations before the families are processed and fed a hot meal. They may be out of danger, but life in a Ugandan refugee settlement comes with its own set of challenges for the displaced children.
Conflict is a very bad thing. It creates violence. Of course, once there is violence, then it creates what we call toxic stress. And toxic stress is very dangerous for brain development.
Some of them come here thinking they cannot live anymore because they come with so many other problems. There is also the trauma of being displaced, a service delays. But then little by little, I know with time, especially with the psychosocial support, they keep on, healing.
If here, I think if they are not hearing any gunshot, they will come back to their normal. And if there is education, they could join.
But the children's mental health is only one among countless challenges Moses and his family will face as they join close to 1 million other South Sudanese trying to eke out a living as numbers swell and resources dwindle.